Greetings, beloveds. This is Dr. G Love, tuning into you from the deep womb primordial root chakra zone, Ari2 of Turtle Island. Tuning into you from our glorious primordial Nanaburuku Ta'ert marshlands, the great wetlands of Louisiana, back down to the root, the place where the snaking kundalini spine of this great body mass, this great lung, this great continent, Turtle Island, comes to its final destination at the Gulf of Mexico. Pachamama, Pachamama, Pachamama. Greetings. As soul shifters, our work is primarily the work of healing the Mother Earth. We are here to steward the land and the ship. We're here to steward this earth ship, which we call Ta'ert, Pachamama, Nanaburuku, Mother Earth, Madre Tierra, Gaia, and so many other names. Our soul shifting mission, purpose, and perspective is that we come together as like-spirited souls and entities on a mission to heal Pachamama, the Mother Earth. That we come together in community, in service to our planetary healing. And so we look at the Pachamama, we look at her body, we listen to our ancestors and our elders who tell us, look for her power centers, look for her Ari2, her wheels, her chakras, right? And what we know is that she's a circle, the snake eating her own tail, eating their own tail. And the root chakra and the crown chakra energetically are known to meet here on Turtle Island at Mount Shasta, which we often say is the root chakra. So Turtle Island holds the root chakra energy of the Pachamama. Moving along the Ari2, which is the Kemetic language for chakra. Moving along to the second Svadhisthana chakra, the Ari2, the second chakra, is Peru, Heart Island, the place where we will engage the sweetness chakra, the great kocha, the great womb of Pachamama in the highest alpine lake that we know of on this great earth, Lake Titicaca. There's the primordial waters of creation. There's where so many of our wisdom keepers have held the wisdom during this very trying paradigm of linearity and are now re-releasing and remembering us to who we are as a global entity, as part of nature and all of its mysterious and glorious cycles. The mathematics of nature, the primordial truth of nature, is held here in the root chakra and in the primordial womb kocha of Titicaca, Heart Island, the second chakra. We then move ourselves into the crowning chakra, or Aritu, wheel of energy of this beautiful planetary being. And we find that to be at Uluru, the great Apu stone in the land of the Blackfellas, the land of our ancient ancestral guides in Australia. And when we move to our Aboriginal elders in Australia, they have taught us as soul shifters to turn our usual view of the planet on its side, meaning in order to see the planet as a human, we have to turn her on her side. And when the equator no longer is lateral, like a cinturón, a waistline, and the equator runs around the planet this way, well, look, it suddenly is something we recognize as healers who heal two-leggeds, who heal humans, which is now we have the meridian channel, the governing and functioning meridian, that we lock with our tongue to palate and by holding our bandhas, or holding the energy center by performing a Kegel and holding at the solar plexus. So we learn from our solar plexus family, the family of the third chakra, to envision the Pachamama in a way that makes her the macrocosm of the microcosm. That is us, the embodied two-leggeds. And at that time, we then see that the continents of Heart Island and Turtle Island are like two lungs. And below that left lung is where we'll find Australia as the heart. And above, as you turn the planet, you'll see her profile, which is, of course, Mother Africa with Kemet, Ethiopia, Nubia, placed in the place of the first eye, placed in the place of the eye of Horus, our pineal gland. And the messages that we get from the third chakra, from our elders in Australia, our Aboriginal elders, are what we are using to guide us as we heal the planet. My journey to Kemet brought us back to our pineal place of remembering our alchemy. And so using our ancestral language of the Aboriginal people emanating from the solar plexus, we know that we were in the pineal gland, the great alchemical location. Using the 7 chakras, we know that Giza, the red pyramid, and the Sphinx represent the 5th chakra, the throat chakra, the chakra of alchemy, Hamsa, the 5th, the 5, the great protector, the great alchemical matter maker, the dark matter that comes into this dimension, these dimensions here on Earth that create what we experience and perceive during our journey here on this beautiful Earth ship, Pachamama, Gaia, Ta'urt. Ta'urt is our alchemical Kemetic name for the Pachamama. All of the genders in Kemet are very fluid, non-binary. So we have Ta'urt and we have Geb. Geb is often seen as the Father Earth. Ta'urt is seen as the Mother Earth. It's the linear and spiral, non-binary mezcla, the mix of reality. And overarching us in the sky, we of course have Nut, the great cosmos, the atmosphere. the stars that guide us, the drinking gourd that guided our ancestors out of bondage. In between the fifth chakra and the third chakra, we have the central chakra of the seven, which of course is the anahata, unstruck. The unstruck. See, the winds are enjoying us, communing about the heart of the earth, because there's a lot to be said about the heart of the earth. There are many, many, many indicators that the heart of the earth has been in peril. There are many stories that the heart of the earth has been stolen, that the crystal that represents the heart of the earth has been stolen and used. The heart of the earth is asking to be restored to its rightful location. Energetically, philosophically, and or physically. However it resonates with us as Earth Stewards, to continually engage the heart, the anahata, the fourth aritu of the Pachamama. This is said to be held in Glastonbury and Shaftesbury on the island that we commonly know of as England. And what's interesting is that our first eye is a roaming chakra, and it's said to have been residing with the heart. Guiding us back to the heart is the first, sometimes called third eye, which is pointing at the heart at this time. The crowning chakra, the Svadhisthana, from sweetness to the Sahasrara of crown. What a beautiful journey from birth to fruition. Is said to be in the Tibetan Himalaya, in the great, great high mountains, Mount Kailas, great high mountains. And we thank the wisdom keepers of the Altiplano, of the mountains, for holding the wisdom, the global wisdom, the wisdom of our ancestors, seen and unseen, the wisdom of star beings. When we talk about the crown chakra, what we're talking about is our connection to our ancestors in the star realms, our stellar guides, our guides from the various star seeding systems, who are the elders and ancestors of so much on this planet and so many of us. So these are the Wunonam. And our star guides, reminder, called our Noliwuni. And so when we as soul shifters travel the world and come together, we are actually, ultimately, no matter what we're doing as microcosms of the macrocosm, choosing to generate a frequency large enough, strong enough to actually be hands held over the energy center of the body. Now we know that when we provide healings, those of us who practice Reiki, those of us who practice any kind of energy healing, we don't just practice over the chakra centers. We may be over here at the shoulder. We may be down at a knee. We may find ourselves over the kidney, over the liver, over various parts of the body. And that's what we're doing as we travel. We're being guided by the Pachamama to release, like an acupuncturist, to release areas where there's condensed energy. So we've been working in the lungs thus far on our journey as soul shifters. We've been working in the lungs. The lungs are a place where we hold a lot of oxygen. The oxygen gets moved through the lungs, and the lungs surround the heart and protect the heart and oxygenate the blood of the heart. It's this beautiful symbiosis, this beautiful beating heart, and then the valves of the lungs opening and closing, the respiration. The beauty of the lungs. We also know that the lungs are the place where we transmute grief. And after this long, long paradigm of harm, we stay working in Turtle and Heart Islands. We continue to work these areas as we're moving now to Joshua Tree, to work those ley lines, those strong energetic portals in the western portion of the Pachamama, to release that grief, to open up some of those portals that are holding rage, anger, regret. And when we go to the desert together, we're walking in strong. We're walking in our power. We're walking in as healers of the earth, as the healers that the Pachamama, the earth herself, has seeded for her own well-being. Just like the bacteria and the white blood cells that circulate through each of our bodies that protect us, we are the white blood cells of Pachamama. We are seeded to clear out her virus, her viroids, her bacteria, and she has us circulating throughout her lungs. And so for that, I say thank you, and I remind you that we as tiny little white blood cells, as little lymphocytes, as little elements of healing are meaningful to the overall health of the planet and of each other. And of course, as we heal ourselves and heal each other, we heal the planet. In complete peace, solidarity, and appreciation, this is Dr. G. Love of SoulShifting Retreats 2020, our 5th year. 5, Khamsa, our alchemical coming forward, our 5th year. Thanking you and sending you much love, much appreciation. I will see you soon. I will see you in the dream time. I will see you in the dimensional time. And I love you very much.